Hey guys, I'm back with another scripted video. A couple days ago, the Dandy's World Halloween event came out, along with the new lore for the event. So with the new lore, I've been feeling like a certain retired FNAF theorist that totally isn't who you're thinking about. Okay, maybe it is who you're thinking about, but the point is, I want to go over the lore for the Halloween update. This is my first video like this, so make sure to like the video if you enjoy. It lets me know that you liked the video and boosts my video so other people can enjoy it as well. Let's go ahead and get started since I'm really excited to share this theory with you guys because I feel like it could be a very good contender for the best theories about Gordy. To start off, let's go over Gordy. More specifically, his characteristics rather than gameplay. Gordy is a small jack-o'-lantern. He's a main and is friends with Toodles, and also the rest of the Halloween crew. He cares about his friends just like any other toon. This is shown in the dialogue when you buy any of the Halloween toons. He's just a happy kid on the surface, but when you look into this dialogue with Roger and Astro, something starts to shift. Hello, Mr. Holloway. How are you doing? Do you need help with anything? I'm okay. I'm doing fine. Really, I guess. Well, know that you can always come to me if you need anything, and I mean it. Okay, yeah, I'll let you know, Mr. Roger. It seems like he's zoned out or maybe something's worrying him. Let's take a look at Astro's dialogue. Maybe it will confirm something. Mr. Novalite? Gordy, is this a discussion about your dreams again? No, it's not. Promise. I just... Take your time. Yeah, well, it was about the dreams, but never mind, I guess. Well, know that I'm always here if you ever need anything. Okay, something is definitely wrong. If Astro, the toon that you go to about dreams, is worried about said dreams, it can't be good. Maybe we'll get more context about his dreams from the gossip? If you go to the Halloween shop and hit the gossip button, you'll get some silly dialogue. Some of them is just character building, but the others, more specifically Astro, starts to show something is wrong. I used to ask Astro for the same dream every night when we got to see each other on season, but he told me I can't ask for specific dreams anymore. He said it got concerning. Like, what? No way. I just... The two of them, they were there. They felt so familiar. But, I don't know, sorry. I'm probably not making sense. So familiar. That definitely will mean something later. Moving on from the dialogue, let's discuss the Halloween map. So as you know, the Halloween map spawns every 5 floors during the Halloween event. There's an outdoor area with hay bales and Halloween decor, but the area I want to talk about is the mansion in the corner of the map. It has everything an average house would have, like tables, chairs, shelves, and bedrooms that totally aren't suspicious. Only one of the rooms have a sign above the door. Maybe there was another toon planned that never happened? Anyway, there's a hallway that leads to the side of the bedrooms. You'll find a giant hole in the wall that leads into one of the 2 rooms. If you look at the door, you'll find that the room is actually Gourdy's, according to the door sign. How did Gordy make this giant hole in his wall? I'm not too sure about that. We'll just come back to that later. Entering the room, on the wall you can find a bunch of pictures of pumpkin toons that are like Gordy with their faces covered in ichor. You can also find ichor writings on the wall that says, "Remember, don't forget," and "Why can't I remember their faces?" On these pages they're also writing. Most of them aren't really important, but one of the pages is a drawing of one of the pumpkin people with the word "Mama." There's also a drawing with his hands written on an ichor, and, finally, there's a picture of Gordy holding 2 pumpkin people's hands. Therefore, I think that it's his parents that he's dreaming about. But what happened to his parents? Where are they? Where did they go? I'm getting to it, but let's talk about the trinket. More specifically, Gordy's trinket. When you get 100 research on Twisted Gordy, you'll get the memory locket. It's just a simple locket with a picture of Gordy and the mysterious pumpkins inside of it. But the detail I want to focus on is that, once again, Gordy's parents have ichor on their faces. This could be nothing, but it is a little suspicious how only Gordy's parents have ichor on their faces and not Gordy himself. I'm actually a little confused on what happened to the locket, considering that none of the trinkets, other than Train Whistle of course, have ichor on them. I do think ichor being on only the Holloway parents means something. Since Dial's trinket is the only other trinket to have ichor on it, think about Dial, not being in the show or joining the others. I might be crazy, but I do think that both Dial and Mr. and Mrs. Holloway might be in the same boat. Either they didn't partake in Garden View's activities, including the show, teaching the kids, etc., and were only there for Gordy specifically, or they never existed to begin with. But I do think they existed to raise Gordy, just under some strict regulations. If you look closely on the Halloween map, you'll find the missing door sign for Mr. and Mrs. Holloway hidden on top of a shelf. I think that they were either trapped or conditioned to stay in their room, their only purpose to take care of Gordy, and eventually were unneeded and either locked away for good or worse. From what evidence we have gathered, I think I'm able to put it into a timeline for you guys, so strap in because we're in the final stretch of this video. What I think happened is that Halloween was coming up, so Arthur and Delilah were preparing the Halloween exhibit for Garden View. They planned to make a friend for Toodles and figured they could kill two birds with one stone and make both Toodles a friend and the Halloween maid. But if they were going to make a child character, they would have to teach them the ropes of being a maid. So instead of teaching them themselves, like Dial, they decide to make tunes and use them as tools, more specifically to teach their Halloween maid under strict rules. A couple months before Halloween, they make Mr. and Mrs. Holloway and teach them the ropes of parenting in preparation for their Halloween maid, Gordy. Shortly after, they make Gordy, and like Mr. and Mrs. Holloway were made to do, they treat Gordy like their child, teaching him to be the best tune he can be. Eventually, after Gordy was taught what being a maid means, they finally were ready for their Halloween event. They make the other tunes that they wanted to include for the event and prepare Gordy for the spotlight. But they weren't planning on including the two parents in the event, locking them in their room for the season. Gordy, worried about his parents, checked in on them constantly. But one day, his parents were nowhere to be found, an empty room in their place. And with the sudden disappearance of his parents, he became very distressed. But one of the rules was that no other Toon can know about Mr. and Mrs. Holloway. The Toons noticed a change within Gordy's behavior for a moderately long time, but he assured them that he was fine. But Gordy eventually had to move on and focus on his responsibilities as a main character. Eventually, with the course of time, he forgot about his parents, eventually causing him immense distress, and in favor, causing him to be overcome by Icker and smashes his walls down to escape his confinement. And that's my timeline. I tried to piece it together based on what little lore we have. Like I said, it's still little as it is. In the next update for the Halloween event, I hope we get more lore about his parents, even if it makes my theory outdated. I might also make a follow-up based on how much lore we get, but I doubt it will be follow-up worthy. And that's all my thoughts. Let's just go ahead and move on straight to the outro. That's the end of the video. Sorry if the structuring seems a little bit wonky. This is my first theory, so I'm still new to making these types of things. I do hope you guys got some enjoyment out of this video, even though it might not make as much sense as I wanted it to. Maybe in the next update, I'll make another theory if the lore is major. I actually really like the Dandy's World lore, what little there is in the game at least. I hope they add more lore into the game though, more main storyline lore to be exact. But it would be cool if we eventually got more Christmas or Easter lore, and when it comes back, the Halloween event as well. Just a quick reminder before we end this video, if you want to see me make another theory, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, if you have any thoughts, or maybe want to share some theories of your own, make sure to comment them down below. I'll be down there as well, responding to your comments. Anyway, that's enough yapping. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!